So they were building these as they were building these over there. And they all got the heat pump. And there was one neighbor that I know of that came to me yesterday that he tried to refuse the heat pump. But they were at his door anyway, and he was unable to refuse. They gave him a letter, an intimidating letter that he, with misleading contacts, that he would get, well, difficulties if he refused. Now, me researched law and rights, and they were building these, and since I already researched law on renovation, they're still not able, even if they call it a renovation, to shove the heat pump down my roof and home. So these guys were building this, and I was hanging out of that window right from the shower and stating, "You cannot continue." My heart was racing, but that's not important to Rise for Freedom. I know that they're making errors and misleading us by stating that this is a complex, and law says no, it's not a complex. This is a single family unit, and they have no right to make changes without your approval if it's not for the regular benefit of the home. You need to agree with the basic stuff like new heaters and etc. But extras you don't have to agree with, especially if they're not beneficial for the person living there. And the heat pump is interfering with my living space. It's interfering with my personal freedom to create the heat that I want, because it's level to a certain amount of degrees, and then it can't get up. And it's set to create heat, warmth within the home and overrule the other system. But it goes on electricity, so it means that during fall and winter, half winter, I'll be having a very high electric bill, and that's not beneficial for me either. So I took the liberty to state all these things that are not beneficial for me, and I took a gamble. Not a gamble, well researched. This is not part of the renovation that you're supposed to agree with. It's voluntary, and they're basically lying to us that it is that you can't refuse. So we'll see how this continues. This guy over here, I explained, and he said, okay, you will not have one of these, and at least I won't have that stress today that they're building their shit, and you'll have the heat pump installed immediately because they just push it through. So that'll give me at least a weekend for the corporation to respond. I'm within my rights, period. They're lying to state that this is a complex and that this all is a renovation. I can understand that, like the roof, fixing the roof, etc., is a renovation that you can't refuse, but the law is the law. This is voluntary. The heat pump is still voluntary in the Netherlands, and they cannot take it any further, and that's what I stated. You cannot take this any further. And he said, okay, we will not take this any further. So, part 2 of the heat pump.